Last week I was at Younger Toyota of Hagerstown, Maryland, and I did a test drive of a 2025 Toyota Camry XSE. I just had to come back again to get you guys some more footage of the 2025 Camry, and today we get to check out this super cool 2025 XSE model in the reservoir blue exterior. And as the sun is setting, I have to say this color looks amazing. Before we begin the video, I have to give a big thanks and shout out to Younger Toyota of Hagerstown, Maryland for providing the 2025 Camry for me to film so I can put it on the channel for you guys to see. I know this is going to be a good video. You'll get to learn a lot about the Camry and see how much it's changed over the years. It's a totally different vehicle than it was even 5 to 10 years ago. First things first, obviously the looks are different. The entire car has been redesigned, completely new exterior and a completely new interior. A lot of people are giving good word of praise about the interior due to its new redesigned look, since the old Camry's interior was just so tired looking. I'm not saying it was a bad interior, but this interior is much improved as far as the design and style of it. And even as well as the exterior, it just has a more sporty and modern, up-to-date look. I gotta say though, one of the biggest changes, if not the biggest change, is completely hybrid. All Camrys now, no matter what trim level you get, are going to be hybrid and no more V6. At first, I gotta say I was a little bit disappointed that they did away with the V6. But after having the chance to drive the 2025 hybrid, I gotta say, I don't think it was a bad move. The car is still efficient, gets great gas mileage, still delivers in the performance category, and as you're driving a more well-equipped XSE like this, you feel like you're in a luxury vehicle and a sports car and something that's designed for comfort. Toyota just did a really good job with the design and the overall performance delivery with the 2025 Camry. Let's take a look at the window sticker specific to this one. So we have for mechanical and performance, the 5th generation Toyota hybrid system, the 2.5 liter 4-cylinder engine, 225 combined system net horsepower, the electronic continuously variable transmission, the ECVT with paddle shifters, sport tuned suspension, single exhaust with dual chrome tips. Let's go ahead and step out back and take a look at that. Nice looking exhaust tips there. For safety and convenience, we have, of course, Toyota Safety Sense 3.0 with the pre-collision, blind spot monitor, rear cross traffic alert, connected services capable, 4G network dependent. And on the exterior, we have these 19-inch alloy wheels, and these are black and smoke gray alloy wheels. I gotta say, they just go great with this reservoir blue exterior. We do have LED headlights and tail lights, front side acoustic laminated glass. So we've got a body colored front sport mesh grille, front side canards, and rear sport diffuser. In the rear, we've got a gloss black rear spoiler, trunk garnish, and a rear Camry badge. Let's take a look at that rear spoiler. It's not really gaudy. It's just ever so subtle, but it ties in with the trim here and the Camry lettering that's black. It kind of ties everything in together nicely. And the smoked alloys really just put the icing on the cake. Now on the interior, we've got a 12.3-inch digital gauge cluster, 12.3-inch Toyota audio multimedia with 6 speakers, wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto capable, Sirius XM 3-month trial, aluminum sport pedals, leather trimmed heated steering wheel, leather trimmed interior, heated and power front seats, dual zone automatic climate control, smart key system on the front doors with push button start. This is going to be our key fob here. We've got our Toyota logo on the front, standard lock, unlock, trunk release, and panic button. And then on the back, we've got kind of a gloss covering with the Camry lettering there on the back of that key fob. So it's a little bit of a spicy key fob, not just a plain back and minimal buttons. It's a nice looking design there. Additionally, we've got Qi wireless charging, 1 USB port, 1 USB-A, and 3 USB-C ports. Something Toyota has really capitalized on with their newer vehicles is you can charge the whole family's devices. I can plug in my GoPro, battery charger, my cell phone, my tablet, my smartwatch. I can do everything with the charging ports in this car. I can charge all my devices. We've got ambient lighting, and then also we've got auto-dimming rear view mirror with HomeLink. Also up top, we've got our panoramic glass roof. That's a $1,330 option. And that's gonna be with front power, tilt, and slide moonroof. And then we've got all-weather liners already in this one. All of that I just mentioned here in the XSE trim, total suggested retail price comes out to $37,374. And really, I mean, for everything that you get, I know you guys are going to watch this and some people out there are going to say, it's a Camry. Yes, it is a Camry. I get that. But look at everything the car has. Plus, you're getting Toyota's reliable, trustworthy dependability that you get when you buy a Camry. Why else do you buy a Toyota? Yes, I know it costs a little bit more. If you're not wanting to spend that much, but you want a Camry, check out the other trims. There's plenty of other trims out there. I'm gonna touch on those other trims, but right now I wanna hop in and fire it up, or turn it on, should I say, now that it's a hybrid. Take a look at those aluminum sport pedals. Apply our foot to the brake, push the power button, it starts right up, or turns right on rather. And if I push the gas, you'll hear that the engine will come on. That 2.5 liter 4-cylinder. Our leather wheel. Our 12.3 inch multimedia display. Our dual zone climate. Heated seat controls. And Toyota really went out of their way to up the game with the technology, because one of the biggest phones that you can get on the market, Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra, and this phone fits in the wireless charging. In the past, vehicles that I've reviewed, vehicles I've been in, you can see it confirmed the charging there. Vehicles I've been in, if you have a bigger phone, it's not going to fit in some of those wireless charging bays, but Toyota thought of that and they delivered on that. The Galaxy S24 Ultra. So if my phone is fitting here, then I know you guys are going to be able to fit pretty much any type of phone in this wireless charging. There's our USB-A's, USB-C's. I love how in this center storage area, they took the 2 cup holders and they didn't just cut it off, they continued the storage area. So when my phone's done charging and my passenger needs to charge theirs, just set it right there. We've got Eco, Normal, and Sport modes. I'm gonna go ahead and shut this door, and then we'll clear that message. So we're in Eco mode now, then we have Normal mode, and then we have Sport mode. And I'm gonna include some driving footage from my test drive in the other 2025 XSE that I did the other day, just so you guys can go ahead and get a look at the test drive portion of it. Feel free to check out that test drive video of the other XSE that I did. I'm sure you guys will like that POV drive video. Let's open this sunroof here. One touch, power open. Check that out. Let's take a look at our backup camera here. Got our guidance lines, manual shiftability, and again, we do have those paddle shifters. And the steering wheel has great bolstering, nice feel to that leather stitched wheel, leather trimmed wheel. And we've got our multimedia display, safety controls here, all of these buttons here to control everything that we're viewing here in the video can all be controlled right here. Our Bluetooth and audio, our voice command. Got a little bit of gloss plastic. I like how they were just very subtle with that to keep it from creating a landing strip for smudges. Soft to the touch perforated leather insert there with the brushed chrome. I think personally they could have had the door lock match this material here. I think that would have been a nice touch, but I'm not going to pick on it too much. Soft to the touch armrest with stitching, black plastic surround of our power windows, locks, and mirrors. Look at that driver's seat. Look how they inserted that blue in the perforation. Nice bolstering on the seats. Power. All-weather liners with the Camry ingrained. Auto high beams, interior gauge cluster controls, traction control, trunk release, and gas door release. Exterior lighting controls, wiper controls. Pop the hood. Legroom situation here in the Camry is just like the previous generation. We're not lacking at all back here. It's going to be a comfortable ride for your rear passengers. Again, more ways to charge devices down there, so the whole family is going to be able to charge their devices. Cup holders also aren't lacking. We've got 2 more back here in the center with that flop down armrest. And also our storage in the doors. I really wouldn't recommend or call these cup holders. It right out says no cups, but bottles are okay because they're kind of at a slant. Take a look at that gas door. Got our trunk liner back here, owner's manual case, and then this looks like the box for our all-weather liners. And then we've got our pull tabs to release the rear seats. Also in the trunk here, in case you were to get locked in the trunk by any reason, is a trunk release. And the button in the back to pop the trunk is going to be right here, just to the left of the Y, between the R and the Y, right underneath there. And included with the purchase of this one at Younger is going to be this little bee that decided to hop on the trunk. Let's look at the body lines here. Very nice. Without stepping in, I'll just open this rear passenger door so you guys can see what this looks like over here. Same setup on this side. And folding those rear seats down with absolute ease, giving you that extra ability to haul longer objects that can't quite fit in that trunk. I've got my backpack here in the front. I'm not going to hop in, but here's a look at interior from the passenger side. I will say that this glove box threw me for a loop when I opened it a moment ago. I thought it was all going to open down as one big glove box, but it's kind of slanted and kind of curves over to the right. That's a nice design there, coming with the new interior. That sticker back there. And we've got the gloss black piano black plastic, some dull black plastic, and then the brushed chrome type material. Ventilation ducts in the center. And then here's that 12.3 inch Toyota multimedia system. Let's take a look under the hood. Here we've got our 2.5 liter 4-cylinder paired to that ECVT, making for a great driving experience, great performance, and outstanding fuel economy. Honestly, my first thought when I knew the V6 was going away was a little bit of disappointment, but Toyota delivered here with this hybrid powertrain. The Camry is just on point with acceleration, handling here, these back roads, the suspension, the quiet cabin. It doesn't really drive like Camrys that I've driven in the past. I'm a little bit shocked that it doesn't drive like a Camry. I say that like Camry's a bad car, and I mean, Toyota's not a bad car. Obviously, the Camry's not a bad car. It's just that in the past, Camry has just been looked at as somewhat of an appliance, and I'm not getting appliance vibes from this car at all. I'm getting the vibe of something that's sporty, fun to drive, handles well, it's luxurious. I mean, just look at this interior here. It's completely redesigned interior, refreshed exterior. And just like that, I'm at 50 almost, basically 49 miles an hour. Pulling out of here, we'll get another acceleration bit. Again, we are in sport mode. And it's giving me the traffic signs here as I'm approaching them. It's giving me the stop signs, the speed limit signs here right in my center gauge cluster. Now, another thing that I just saw pop up here, again, this is just a POV style video drive, is it said driver's face not detected. So as I'm still getting used to all the gadgets and getting comfortable with the car, I noticed that that popped up as I kind of looked to the side. It didn't detect my face anymore. It's really enjoyable to get the feel for this car on the curves and the back roads, as well as driving it on the highway. It's just so responsive with the handling, the suspension. It's not a rough ride. It's not sluggish. Before finishing up the video, just in case this XSE trim is not what you're looking for, maybe you want something more, which there's not really a whole lot more to get, but maybe you're more so wanting something less, that's a little more base, a little more affordable. We do have the LE trim starting as a base MSRP of $28,400. Then we have the SE trim starting at $30,700. The XLE starting at $33,400. And then we have the XSE, which is with us today, $34,600. I want you all to do me a favor, smash that thumbs up button, subscribe today, turn on notifications so you don't miss any future videos. But before you go, comment your thoughts on this Camry. Comment your thoughts on the price point, comment your thoughts on the available trims, comment your thoughts on the fact that we have no more V6, it's only a hybrid now. I'd like to know what you all think of what Toyota has done with their flagship, the 2025 Toyota Camry. And if you want to purchase one of these, be sure to stop by Younger Toyota of Hagerstown, Maryland. Big thanks to them once again for allowing me to film this Camry for you all to see. Until next time, again, subscribe, rate the video, comment, and I'll see you in the next one.